Yeah. Soulful, inspiration, soulful, inspiration, a little education, soulful, inspiration, soulful, inspiration, a little education. You love. Uninspired and tired is a bad combination, and I'm sad to say that's a dark situation, but I'm thinking of you, so I'm glad to say I wrote a letter on behalf of how I feel today. 7 a.m. in the morning, ain't been to sleep. It's been a night type long and a rough type week. I'm meditating my life on the whole, pondering the where, when, how, ifs I can gain control. It's like a spin of the wheel or a roll of the die. They say that you can be a winner at the game of life, but I know the house don't play to lose, so you better know the math, how to make the move. See, I'm a student of the study, how to proper pursue a blunt portion of the profits produced, paying my dues. So I follow the lolly and avoid the fools. But this is trial by fire, so you must stay cool. One rule: envy is a powerful tool. Spine all times, everything you do. That way, when the envious ear get act cool, you can crack those crabs and continue to move. You know, 7 a.m. in the morning, I'm open up. Long night, ain't been to sleep. I grab my pencil and pad, I'm open. I hope you feel me. Remember back to the slenderest times when we pitched for the pretty penny nickel a dime. Before the world seemed crooked and the gutter was fine. When there was good hood living and a peace of mind. Now that's over. Life will make a grown man sober, head aching, hanging over, feeling funny inside. We never knew the world worked on a bogus design to keep a brother buried deep, broken down and blind. Better still, man, it's ill when you look to find there's a chance to advance, most heads deny. Like a dream and a slice of the proverbial pie. We will remain to reside in the ghetto of pride. Ignorance is pure bliss and these days provide plenty of it to keep a poor man pacified. I try to put him on the business of knowledge applied, but that's a pickle of a deal that's sour inside. But 7 a.m. in the morning, I'm open up. Long night, ain't been to sleep. I grab my pencil and pad, I'm open. I hope you feeling me, man. So many guys that I grew with died, resorted to doing crime and turned doing the time. I can hardly better speak to childhood friends and find every exchange features a fella falling the wayside. That's ill, but then it keeps a brother on bill mode, mentally locked and loaded, ready to deal with any form of friction you can fathom to feel. In a world that wheels drama and fires at will, it bust from dawn to dusk and aim to kill. Cause a lot of souls shook and afraid for real. So instead turn their head, tuck tail and chill, in the hopes not to cope, but that's whack. See, you and I are like a different breed, and we bring to the balance such a desperate need. The eagerness to elevate and evolve the scene. A better space, a better time indeed. Sincerely.
It was the voice of a courageous explorer, a man dedicated to the pursuit of man's knowledge and the expansion of his horizons.
Good morning. Here is Nathan Ivey.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Welcome back to the last honest place in America. Brought to you by the good folks at Superlative Media. My name is Nathan Ivey. I will be your host for at least the next 90 minutes. Superlative talk on people, politics, pleasure, everything in between. Good morning. I see many people have already congregated inside the Chop Shop. Good morning, Chop Shop. How are you? And I'm already working on some branding elements. I've got some. Let me give you an update for the show. Good morning. Today is Monday, June 6th, 2016. This goes out to Team NI for holding me down. Hope you had a great weekend. And also the various citizens of the Chop Shop. I've got some very smart, intelligent, talented people working on some branding elements for the show on multiple levels. I am 100% committed to this project, 100% committed with you Monday through Friday starting at 7 a.m. And it is my pleasure. So I've got about a 2-week time frame. Somewhere maybe near the end of the week we'll be able to reveal a few more elements to the show. and colluding some branding ideas for the Chop Shop. I want to make it fun. I want to make it interactive. Good morning. Welcome back. Let me be the first to say good morning to you. Again, Monday, June 6th. All right, come on in. Get a seat. We've been waiting on you. Welcome back. So that's what I spent last week and over the weekend sort of making sure we get it together. William writes, good morning. Indianapolis is in the house. I see you, Indy. What's up, William? Good to have you, bro. Good morning to you. He was first in the Chop Shop. Tracy, how you doing? She writes, hi. Hi, Miss Tracy. Tracy is fabulous in many, many ways. Many ways. Brittany writes, good morning. Good morning, Brittany. Those are the first three folks inside the Chop Shop. I see you, Ashley. She writes, good morning, Team NI. Good to see you. Mr. Avery. Mr. Avery, he writes, good morning. Brian writes, morning 2-0. You had to bring that up, didn't you, B? Damn, B. The show just started, yo. Can I get comfortable first? Can I enjoy the show before you try to bring me down with reality? Yo, check it. Here's the reality. If you are two things. Number one, if you are a supporter of the Cleveland Cavaliers, you've got a bad taste in your mouth. Are people dancing around, right? Grown folks acting like children, talking about, I told you so, you should have listened. I mean, don't you hate these damn bandwagoners? Sick of them. Oh, yeah, I've been rolling with Golden State since Run TMT. No, you weren't, man. I had to check my little brother yesterday because he came for me. I mean, I wish I would have recorded it. It would have been great for you this morning. I mean, he went in only the way that a little brother can. If you've got a little brother, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you think you know, but you don't really know. He hit all the buttons. He turned all the screws. He said it all. So I had to put him out there like, man, get out of here. You weren't talking about Golden State 4 or 5 years ago. You weren't talking about them. Oh, yeah, that's right. But when my Lakers went down, I had to pick up a different team. Bandwagoners. I hate them. They irritate me. I'm not talking about mass execution level like disdain. I'm talking about just irritant. It's like, shut up. Dancing around. I told you so. I got people texting me from all over the country. Where's LeBron? Where's LeBron? Are you watching the game? So thanks, B. Appreciate that, man. I don't want to talk about it. Pat writes, good morning. Good to see you, Pat. Deanna writes, morning, back from vacay. Vacays are always nice. Good morning to you, Deanna. Good to see you. Hey, Jane, good morning. Why am I waving? What's up, Deborah? How you doing, Deborah? Derek writes, morning, good people. Good to see you, Derek. Good morning, Ed. Cruther writes, I am the greatest. And then about 20 dots and brown skin checking in. Yes, we are all. You're talking about a tremendous loss. Now we finally, this is a loss right here. And they say that it come in threes. Is this the third of the icons? I'm much more torn up about the passing of Muhammad Ali for various reasons than I am and I was about the passing of Prince. And maybe even Michael Jackson, quite honestly. I mean, the one thing about Muhammad Ali, and I've titled today's show and therefore the podcast, that basically, Muhammad Ali was the greatest, but not for anything that he did in the boxing ring. I was watching, and the media is full of them. They're full of these stories, these documentaries, these clips from docs, former interviews of the greatest Muhammad Ali, born Cassius Clay. Born Cassius Clay. What's my name, fool? That's the title of one of my favorite books, written by the big homie Dave Zirin. What's my name, fool? One of the greatest moments in sports. I mean, there's just so much politics and history resonating from and radiating out or around, what he did. That was beautiful. I want to give you some more details. I don't give a damn about no rumble in the jungle. I don't care about that. That means nothing to me. I mean, it was cool and all, but even as a younger G, I wasn't super impressed. What always impressed me about Muhammad Ali is when the United States tried to draft him. He was a 1A draft recruit. Put him up on the front lines. And Muhammad Ali said, listen, I don't have no quarrel with these Viet Cong, Vietnamese. They never called me the N-word. Beautiful. That's why he's the greatest. And he didn't fold in like a lot of these modern-day men who want to kill themselves and kill their children. There was another case over the weekend. I'm tracking this. I'm telling you. Maleness is not what it used to be. It is not. What's happening? Is it the fluoride? They put too much fluoride in the drinking water? Is that what it is? Is it the pollution? What the hell is it? But Muhammad Ali was a titan. He towered over all in his generation in terms of being a man of conscience and also having a very, very strong will and constitution. He had to vacate the championship, couldn't box, basically was living off of his fame. He was doing lectures, conversations. That's how he was getting paid at some point, working in an automobile store shop. This is Muhammad Ali. And he stood his ground because he didn't believe in it. Now, whether that was his religious convictions, a lot of folks thought that people like Malcolm X was whispering bad things into the champ's ear. Don't fill his head with all that black militarism of Malcolm X, right? And when he changed his name to Muhammad Ali, that signaled a change in the way America referred to and even felt about Muhammad Ali. Before that, Cassius Clay was a hero. Muhammad Ali, a villain to many. They flip-flop to many. That's why Muhammad Ali will be the greatest of all time. I don't give a damn about him beating up flabby-ass Larry Holmes or who else. That means nothing to me. I mean, that's just sport. That's why he's the greatest. So just last night, I'm watching just like a vignette of different, there's going to be tons of media around the passing of Muhammad Ali, and rightly so, to the level of his greatness and potential impact. I'll tell you one thing that always bothered me about Muhammad Ali, and that is it seemed to me that as he got older and the devastating and debilitating effects of Parkinson's really started to take hold, and or perhaps he was dealing with CTE. Could you imagine if they open up the head of Muhammad Ali and they examine his brain, which I think they should do, by the way, if they find some elements of CTE? What does that say about the game of the sport of boxing? It's not going to stop. We still want to see Floyd Mayweather fight one more time, right? I mean, Muhammad Ali, as he got older, he wasn't as vocal. He wasn't as strident. He wasn't as rebellious because he couldn't articulate himself. And that's when I believe America started to just project a lot of what they wanted Muhammad Ali to be onto him because he couldn't speak for himself. I told everybody this, and you know this for the fact if you listen to my show. At any point at any time frame on any platform, my flow has always been the same. I used to hate it when I would see these images, these photo ops of Muhammad Ali, right? And you got all kind of folks that got their chin basically, they got their fist basically on the man's chin. And I know that those are the kind of like style of photographs that people do, but it just seemed to me as he got older and less aware that those fists got a little bit closer to his chin. Okay? Yeah, we taking a photograph and all, but get your damn hand out my face, basically. That's just the way I looked at it. America played Muhammad Ali. I'm sick of Barack Obama when it comes to Muhammad Ali. I don't want to hear him say anything about Muhammad Ali at all. I don't want to hear it because he doesn't really believe in the principles of Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was a pacifist. He did not believe in the war, okay? The war was the backdrop, the fulcrum for us to measure his greatness. So how do you celebrate Muhammad Ali? I'll tell you what they do. They compartmentalize him. They claim that he's the greatest only because of what he did in sports. Negative, Buster. Pump your brakes. The reason why Muhammad Ali is great is because he walked right up to the status quo at a time in which this nation was in a very sensitive, precarious moment. We're talking about the backdrop is the Vietnam War. Okay, in the country, you have all of these bubbling race issues. And Muhammad Ali raises a middle finger and says, F you, right? I ain't doing it. That's greatness right there. You can mix me with all, he beat up these guys in the ring. I mean, he was a great sports guy and all that.